Palestinians in Gaza are being chased by war again. You may have seen how hundreds of thousands of people have been fleeing Rafah, the southern part of Gaza where Israel has been stepping up its attacks. Many of them were only there in the first place because Israel bombed their home or neighborhood elsewhere. Many have had to flee for their lives several times, and I've been in touch with some of these Palestinians, like Sarah Al-Jamal, a 23-year-old originally from Gaza City. Sarah is disabled, she can barely walk, she was born with a hole in her heart, and she's had more than 20 surgeries. For months, she and 7 family members sheltered in Rafah.
145 days of war, 145 days of displacement. We left our home on October 7th. And not only that, they bombed all our homes and they became rubble.
Last week, her mom got a phone call from the Israeli army. They were told to move to another area called Al-Mawasi. One day on the phone, she said to me, "I'm crying, I'm scared." Her voice was really quiet and frail, and she sounded much younger than someone her age.
I suffer in this war a lot because my movement is limited. Please, I still need your help.
Her family has now made it to Al-Mawasi, where she says life is much harder. They had to walk, while Sarah was pushed in a wheelchair as Israeli airstrikes and shelling happened around them. All she ever wanted was to be an independent young woman, she told me, but now she wonders if she will ever achieve that. There's also 32-year-old Khader El-Belbesi, a father of 3 whose wife gave birth to their 3rd child in their single-room shelter in Rafah less than 2 months ago. He was also told to leave Rafah last week when the Israeli army dropped flyers from the sky. He told me the flyers felt as if the military had dropped saws on them. Before the war, the family lived by the sea in a large house in the north of Gaza. And despite the Israeli blockade, they lived comfortably. Khader worked as an electrician, his wife was a pharmacist, and his eldest son Walid dreamed of becoming the next Messi. But after losing their jobs, home, and all their possessions, Khader fears there's no safe place left in Gaza. Mohammed Al-Madhoun, meanwhile, has been trying to get out of Gaza for months. The 44-year-old artist from the city of Jabalia was to fly to Ireland for an art residency, but his flight was scheduled for October 7th, the day the war began. He's been trapped in Rafah ever since. As we texted on WhatsApp, he said one day, "Our life is a hell without mercy for humanity. I write to you while I'm crying." But even in his anguish, Mohammed has been teaching art classes to children at the school he's been sheltering in. While I continue to stay in touch with Sarah and Khader, I haven't heard from Mohammed in over a week now.